Alright guys, well, welcome to another video. It's your boy here, Shiraz. Guys, before we dive into this, do me a favour, like, share, subscribe, and get these videos out. More content coming. I'm going to be more consistent, I promise you. I've just been heck of a lot busy, guys, with things going on, but we're going all on YouTube. Let's dive into this. Men need time on their own away from women. I'm titling this video, so let's get into this. Why am I saying this? Fellas, any of you that are in long-term relationships, any of you guys there that are married, any of you guys there are even in situationships, any of you guys there are even spinning plates. If you're spinning plates, maybe this is not as relevant, okay, but like certainly to those men that are married in long-term relationships, or to those men that are cohabiting with female partners, which I do not suggest you do, guys, okay? This is just my perspective, my opinion. This is coming from 50 years of experience. Twice I've cohabited with females in long-term relationships. I will never do it again. That's just my prerogative, guys. I will never cohabit with a female again. I just like being the king of the castle, my space. I do not like makeup in my bathroom. I do not like female panties lying everywhere. I do not like female clutter, because what you got to remember, guys, is a lot of women are very, very messy. I'm sorry, I'm saying it straight in this channel. As you know, if you're a regular viewer, we tell it straight here. They're messy, they clutter. Certainly some of my exes, guys, one of my exes, she was a hoarder. So she hoarded a lot of stuff. Our parents hoarded a lot of stuff. Not to be derogatory to her, but they were hoarders. And that habit sort of passed down to generations. So there's a lot of shit here. Anyway, we're digressing here, guys, but you get my point. So if you're in these brackets, when you spend time with women, guys, you start losing your masculine frame. You start losing your identity. Men, to an extent, will lose their identity that they originally had in a relationship. And I'm saying this because it's happened to me so many times in relationships. When I was younger, in my 20s, I was a very, 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 very headstrong, very, very confident young man. I was very, very go-getter. I'm not saying I've lost any of that, guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I lost any of that now, but to an extent in those relationships, it might have whittled down a bit, it might have watered down a bit the personality that I had, and that's because of spending too much time in female company with your partners. You become habitualized. You lose some of that masculine drive. Certainly, in my perspective, this is what happened to me, and I've read studies on this, that men's biological hormones are affected around too much time around females. I like to class it, guys, as they become betatized, and a lot of men do become betatized in these long-term relationships. Certainly if they're married, a lot of the time women, what they'll do in these relationships, fellas, that you've got to be careful of, is even if you're a masculine, headstrong guy, ambitious, and you end up getting married, a long-term relationship, and moving in with females, women will eventually try and change you. They eventually try and work on you. They work on a war of attrition on your personality. Women want to an extent, dominate the man, to an extent, be domineering of him, betatize him. They want to break that man and mold that man into the virgin they want, not the version that you originally are or were. And they will do that. They will do that in a very, very cunning, silent way. They're not obvious with it, guys, okay? They may take years in doing this. Some strong men, women can't break some strong men like me. I could never be pushed that way. Yeah, I lost some of the identity that just comes from habitualization. but women will do that, and then eventually that's why some men in relationships become emasculated. Women emasculate the man, and she becomes the masculine figure, and this happens in a lot of relationships, and that's why after marriage the man's miserable, he's emasculated. The woman has him on a leash. She's like a biting rabid dog, like a Rottweiler. So this is just the reality of it, guys. So why, getting back to the topic of this video, why men need time of their own, why they need a man cave, is to get away from these situations, is to keep a hold of their identity. They need time away and their own peace, their own space to protect their identity, even like a man cave, even time away and solitude. They need, I mean, being with females 24/7, certainly your partner 24/7. And some people might disagree with me on this channel. They might say, oh, you can't say that if you're in a marriage. Yes, you can. You need separation. Even for the female, this isn't good. Even for women, this isn't good, being around a man. But you're around each other, it's not good. Sometimes you have to, it's healthy for that separation when the guy that goes and has some time away on his own, and the female time away on her own, for them to get a bit of peace. And a man needs to go and do the things with the lads. And men need to be around their pack, guys, okay? And if you don't have a pack, you need time on your own to keep your identity, to be in solitude, to hold on to that masculine frame. This is why you need to have some sort of man cave. And if you guys are married and you're around your partner all the time, you need to create a room, you need to create something, or you need to get away. You need to just tell these women straight out, listen, hey, I'm going somewhere for the weekend. I'm booking somewhere for a day, or I need to go and meet the lads in the pub, and don't drink, but I need to meet the lads in the pub. I need to be around my pack, or get the pack around to your house. Tell her to get lost. Tell her to go to her mother-in-law's house, or just, hey guys, just kick it out. No, I'm just joking, but make some sort of arrangement to have some time in your own, and regular time in your own, guys, to get away. Hey guys, I can't even stand now. I've got to the point where I cannot tolerate females for very long. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, when I talk to them for 5 minutes, it gives me a headache. I mean, sometimes when my siblings come around, I can tolerate them for about 5-10 minutes, and then I have to just get out. Like today, my siblings came around, and the moment they walked in, I could only tolerate them for about 20 minutes, and then I had to leave, because I'm so used to being my own man and more space away from females. I do not like domineering females, especially, and some of my siblings have quite masculine traits, and as a masculine alpha, I'm going to stop saying the word alpha, guys, alright? So as a highly masculine man, I do not like this kind of competition, that you have with these masculine females. So I can't stand it. I have to be out their way, or else I just feel a competition's coming on, or they're going to say, because masculine females always say things, guys, to take digs, or they want to domineer the space. Believe me, and there's no point. That's what I learned about women. You just let them say it, and you walk away. So you need time on your own, guys. You need to create a space. Being in solitude as a man, you're in your own thoughts. You understand yourself. You start to learn about yourself. You find peace within yourself. Being around a woman constantly nagging in your head, this could be highly detrimental to you, fellas, to your self-esteem, to your masculine frame. Guys, you have to protect your masculine frame. Regardless, I'm saying this again, regardless of being in a relationship, regardless of being married, regardless of being in these situationships, regardless of cohabiting, you have to protect your masculine frame. And the only way you're going to protect your masculine frame is to get time away. Certainly if you're in these marriages or these situationships and you're living with a woman, you have to get time on your own. You have to go and do guy things. And this is a good method of doing things. Get that man cave, retreat, or go and do guy stuff, like hit the gym, go and take up a martial art, once or twice a week, go and do archery, go and do tough mudder, do these kind of things where you can retain your masculine frame in that relationship, guys, because I'm telling you this, and I'm only telling this from experience. Women will whittle you down. Too much time with females weakens you. Okay, you have to stay strong. If you look at if you look at a lot of history, you'll see men in historic times. It was just about, their army, their unit, their camaraderie, and the women were kind of separate. The women weren't amongst that, even the wives, or it was just about the men, and then the wives came in, or the concubines, or they had their fun, or they bring the concubines in, and they'll whack one out with the concubine, guys, and they'll be back to taking over the countries, or if they were like head army leaders, they would do that, or they were people like Marcus Aurelius and stuff. Marcus Aurelius, guys, he the guy who wrote the Meditations, very good book, by the way, for your self-development. He was always in solitude. It says it all. He was always in solitude. He could have got any woman he wanted, guys, with the height of his power, but he stayed in solitude. He was within his thoughts, and because he was within his thoughts, he was a very strong man. I mean, what he wrote in Meditations was amazing. He talked about detaching from your sexual desires, detaching from the desires of the body, and things like, when you go out to the world, expect to meet assholes and be prepared to meet assholes, and don't let it affect you. Don't let anything affect your emotional state. He wrote all this. I mean, he could have had any women he wanted, so that's a phone ringing. So yeah, have some time on your own, guys. Men need time on their own. Set up a man cave. Get away from that female. You need to have that time to maintain your masculine frame, to have your thoughts to yourself, to keep yourself inwardly strong. Read your books, whatever you do, but just make sure it's things that strengthen you as a man. Cold showers, taking a, like I said, all the aforementioned stuff, guys. Combat sports, I'm not going to repeat it. So find things like that, guys. Get away from too much female company, guys, because it weakens you. It will make you weak. This is my experiences of it, guys. I mean, cohabiting with two different females in the total, and I'm not coming from lack of experience on this. I'm coming from true experience, guys. And this is what it taught me. This is my experience of it. I mean, I think those relationships would have been better served if I had a lot more time on my own. But when you're being around women all the time, guys, it's just you will lose some of that masculine frame. But hey, guys, with that said, guys, I hope this one helped you, guys. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. We are taking men back to what they were. And I appreciate your support, and thanks if you've watched this through to the end, guys. I know you can watch a lot of videos on YouTube, guys. With saying that, I'm going to leave it here. It's been a tough week at the gym because we're putting on more games, guys, in 2025. I will get some videos in the gym for you guys. It's hard to film it because I use this phone for my music and stuff, but I'll find a way. I'll find a way to do it. Okay, guys, the call's coming here, so I'm going to leave you here. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon. Shiraz out.